Hello, Perceptive Reader. This is something I want to share with you. I've talked about it in a variety of different ways over the years, and I still stand on it all. We could actually end up talking about this over the course of the next hour if we wanted to. And I feel confident persons with a sound mind and really, seriously, a sincere heart to really know what the principle is in this matter, you would fully understand it. But I'm not going to do that because this is one of those times where I say, oh, God will just go ahead and let the persons who want to be hard headed, because they really do have more of an ulterior motive, be hard headed. And the ones that, as I mentioned, with sound mind and a sincere heart will, and especially if you have experience as a parent as well, with children and things of that nature. And then we get all up into even the legal system of good hearted, righteous judges. Even they will understand this as well, whether they even go to church on Sunday or not, or what have you. So what I've basically shared with you before, the difference between the Pharisees and Jesus, and there were many, but one of the differences is they knew all the letters of the law, so to speak, of what you were supposed to do in this situation and that situation, but they truly did show time and time again to Jesus that they were not interested in really what was right before God. They were always looking for something in the sense of, in the way of just trying to make dishonest gain. They truly were unjust and dishonest gain. And they were using God's house to line their pockets any way that they could. It was so bad that Jesus even told them that to their due to their really greed and selfishness and love for power, they had made God's laws and principles null and void as far as the application it really was supposed to have on the people. That's what Jesus told those Pharisees and Sadducees in his speeches to them. And that's why he told them that their way of viewing God and implementing what they were supposed to do to even convert people, Jesus told them that you're actually keeping people from entering into the kingdom of the heavens because of the way that they were. So, the difference with Jesus, if you notice time and time again, he showed that the very things that the Pharisees and Sadducees were meticulous about this thing or that thing, and really they didn't know nothing of really what they were talking about because they had an ulterior motive. That's where I'm going to express myself a little bit more hyperbole when I say they didn't know what they were talking about, because we know they were very, as I said, um, knowledgeable of the law. Well, Jesus went on to show, and the Bible shows this too, and as I've told you this before as well, there are extenuating circumstances, and I don't talk about this much, but even those circumstances go to show that though God always wants us to show, respect to the proper legal and spiritual authorities, if they're really just trying to make unjust gain or, cause you damage, which we've seen all those examples of what have you that I've mentioned over the years, then you know what? Your conscience may prod you with God's spirit that, you know what? This is not a person or individual who is really acting in God's spirit to tell you to do this or that. That's why we said you got a lot of false prophets, and that we're supposed to also test inspired expressions. And so I'm always thankful to God because He has given us what we needed in the Bible to know when persons are really using God's name in vain. I don't say that lightly because I told you we always have to show proper respect, but make no mistake about it. Persons can do something, and I mentioned about Jim Jones and things of that nature, who was what? A preacher, a minister, wasn't he? That it goes to show that these persons are not supposed to use God's house in that way. And they certainly don't have the right to claim legal or spiritual authority over you in these mundane matters of life that God truly had just placed over you as your head of your household. By them having to twist scriptures in this way or that way to say that they do, no. According to Paul, in my understanding, they have truly, truly gone beyond what is written. Have a wonderful day. Take care.